On May 14th, Portage Central freshman Sophie Varney was called up to varsity for a doubleheader versus Loy Norix. During the first game, a lot of media began to arrive. This wasn't a playoff game nor even a battle for first place. Sophie had no idea what was about to happen, and that's what the last 6 months have been like. You may have heard the old African proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child." The meaning is that an entire community must interact with children for those children to experience and grow in a safe and healthy environment. And what if that village was comprised of coaches, teammates, family, friends, teachers, classmates, physicians, and an ever-growing community of well-wishers who donate money and an endless supply of prayers? This village is doing all it can to help Sophie grow in a safe and, most importantly, a healthy environment. This village interacting with Sophie so she can experience all she can during this time of uncertainty. Last fall, Sophie was competing on the Wyoming-based 14 and under elite softball team. She is a good player, but throughout the season began rotating her head excessively when she was batting or throwing. It got worse, and she began experiencing double vision. Last December, diagnosed with diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DIPG, a rare form of pediatric brain cancer. The same type of brain tumor former Michigan head football coach Lloyd Carr's grandson Chad Carr died from 4 years ago. Devastating news. Cue the village. The University of Michigan's Mott's Children's Hospital immediately began treatment. Sophie is in the middle of a clinical trial only available at 4 hospitals anywhere. Since starting the experimental treatment called ONC-201, there has been an 18% reduction in Sophie's tumor. Members of the Carr family helping Sophie get back and forth from the west side of the state to Ann Arbor. Everybody stepping up, including Sophie. She carries a 4.0 GPA, takes 4 advanced classes per semester. She was the freshman homecoming princess, cleared to play softball right before the season.
She showed so much commitment and dedication. She's a kid that shows up to practice every day. She hasn't missed school. She doesn't complain. She never is acting like she's tired. She's got a great attitude. She's fun in the dugout. She's funny in the dugout. She brings great energy. And so if we have a kid that is going through this amount in her regular day-to-day life, then she's an inspiration for us to show up and work hard every day.
For like softball wise, when they said like I should like not play for a little bit, and then they like allowed me to play right before the season started, I was glad because like I wasn't trying to like let it stop me from doing anything.
The first couple of weeks of her illness were really difficult. One of the things she had said early was that she was most upset about how upset I was about the whole thing, but when you think about it then as a 14-year-old, kind of how they view this and their understanding of mortality, I'm just amazed all the time that my kids have adopted such a tremendous spirit, and I sometimes don't know where it comes from.
For the second game this day, both teams honoring Sophie by donning specially made jerseys bearing the mantra, "Sophie Strong." Sophie had no idea.
She changes with us like before the game, and we all had to take her around like go over here so we could all put our jerseys on and then put our other jerseys on over it. It was really hard, but we managed to do it.
Coach was going to start her in the second game. Again, no idea.
No. Nope, she doesn't know. So I read it to them right before the game starts so that they know. They always work hard and then they never expect anything. So none of them know ever before the start of the game.
Excited, very excited. Yeah, definitely. I think that this is like getting her really hyped up for what she's doing, and I think it's going to push her in a positive direction.
Number 17, Sophie Varney.
Naturally, Sophie's first at-bat, first pitch, base hit to right.
She's been a first pitch hitter for most of her career, and I think that's part of my influence. I think actually to be aggressive and get up there and swing the bat.
That felt pretty good. I was nervous and I was glad I got a hit.
Sophie reached base all 3 at-bats and scored a run as the Mustangs won both games. Her father's t-shirt, a metaphor for softball and survival. Step up to the plate, dig in, stay focused, and fight.
This is a good time in the history of the world to have this illness. It's been traditionally a invariably fatal tumor. Good news so far, she's going to have another MRI, which will give us a little bit more understanding where we're at. We have some nice family trips planned this summer. She's got one with her mom and one with myself out west. And so we're just really looking forward to being healthy through that time and kind of enjoying this.
This is really important to us because we really appreciate the hard work and the effort and the time that she puts into us, even with her circumstances.
I'm just really happy that all these girls are behind me in this fight, and all of them are there for me. The community has shown a bunch of support. People I don't even know have been showing me support, and I just think that's amazing.
As Mark Varney mentioned, an additional MRI was done Wednesday, May 15th. An additional 2% reduction in the tumor was revealed. That's a 20% reduction total. It takes a village. May 16th was Sophie's birthday. Happy birthday, Sophie. #Sophie Strong. I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs.